Greetings, Twitch fans, multi-21 members and subscribers. Here we are at Spielberg at the Great Red Bull Ring in the beautiful Styrian Hills of Austria. This is Same Car Sunday, featuring 2 sprint races, running Megane trophies from the year 2011. This is a GR4 race. We have, it looks like about 13 people, give or take, in this round, which is a full field, which should be wonderful. It should make for some good racing. So this is our replay, and here we go. All right, we have got Celtic Flyer on pole in race 1. Marky B, P2. Let's go. Turn 1. This was very dangerous back in the old days. It's been fixed several times over. Let's see how bad it is this time. Everybody seems to get through all right. Yeah, no mishaps even near the back. Everybody gets through cleanly. Beautiful. Good start. Oh, a little bump from the back there. Looks like Justin got a little frisky with the brakes. No harm, no foul. He held back. So Marky's free to continue. Meanwhile, that gives Bella a little bit of a shot at closing that gap here in turn 3. And the Schlossgold. Bella gets a little wide. Tail takes off a little bit. Not too bad. Black Mamba is giving it to Fire Woodman. Upon his reporter, gives him a gentle little tap, says, "Hi, I'm here. Can you please move?" And he does, and gets that position. Meanwhile, Glava, in the midst of all that battling, says, "You know, I want to get some of this action too," and manages to sneak his way in and pick up 6th. So we have Fire Woodman, Ginger Ninja, and Falcon all in a close battle, each one of them trying to pick up 7th. The lines are really tight here at the Red Bull Ring, and you'll find it's very easy to get a penalty, just as you can see Fire Woodman did right there. If you cut corners, if you go across white lines, chances are you're looking at getting some time picked off of you. Let's see what's happening in the middle of the pack here. All right, Justin's picked up a half a second. He is still in the hunt for a podium with Bella on his pipes. Justin goes a little bit wide, but gets a good exit. We'll see. I think he may have to serve this penalty on the next lap. Yes. No, probably on this lap. Anyway, great race for 2nd. It looks like Celtic Flyer has just had his caffeine this morning because he has taken off. Spiffy's in 2nd place, fairly comfortably, but he isn't touching. Well, not that comfortably. Marky's giving him a run for his money in the Barbie Mobile. But Celtic Flyer, it just took off at the beginning and no one has seen him since. He clearly ate his Wheaties. So Marky B and Spiffy are having a really good battle. Yeah, Celtic's off on his own. Bye, Celtic. That's the problem with being so good, James. You don't get as much attention. Here comes Bella. It looks like the battle between Spiffy and Marky has given Bella a little bit of a gap advantage. So Bella's making this a race. Meanwhile, Justin still firmly in 5th. Glava and Ginger Ninja decided to go side by side. And down into Ramus. This is a very tight corner. And an easy one to get wrong if you hit that sleeping policeman. Especially if you get too hard on the gas coming out of it. You will probably see some cars going sideways as a result. Ninja tight on Justin's tail. Lava snow trailing the two of them. Great mid-pack battle between these three cars. The three well-matched drivers. Any one of these gentlemen could post a podium in any given race. Looks like Falcon wants in on this action. Yeah, the G-Men are definitely swapping a little paint here when they get into the corners, I think. And I think Glava's going to look for any opening he can, and it's not going to be there on turn one, but he is gunning for him. Ginger Ninja gets a great exit and is in Justin's slipstream. Looks like he wants to go in tight. Yes, he does. Side by side, going in Schluss Gold. Pretty hard to get out. Great job. Oh, Justin maintains the position. Ginger was just about to get outside. It looks like his left front quarter panel was paid for it. This is tight racing. I'd love to go to a different part of the field, but frankly, this is too interesting. Oh man, Justin goes off. He gets back on. He goes off into the grass and still holds his position, but he gets a half-second penalty on top of that, and he could be looking at another one for crossing that white line. Yeah, it looks like he may have dodged that bullet. Great bit of racing. Had he not gone off into the grass, I think he would have maintained that position pretty solidly. So now Glava was able to take advantage of that little mishap and ended up getting past both of them and goes from 7th to 5th. Ginger Ninja stays in 6th position. So he remains the meat in that sandwich. The only thing that's flipped is the bread. Oh, here he goes in the inside on turn one. See if he can take it tight enough. He doesn't go off, but he does go wide. And that gives Justin a huge opportunity, which is almost a shame because he'll have to serve that penalty on this lap, but it's 3 or 4 corners from here, so if he can just keep it at a half a second, and if he can get a good exit in 1 or 2 of these turns, that may not hurt him. But we have got ourselves a slipstream train, boys and girls. Well, I'm sorry not to move, but the battle for 5th is just kind of stunning. This may deserve a replay so we can see what else is going on up front. And I will try to get to the front of it, but I'm waiting for this to stop being such a good thing. And since I get to be both commentator and director, nope, that half second cost him. So Justin is now the bread and the bottom slice. Still, great race. great mid-pack race. Let's see what Barbie is doing here. Oh my gosh, okay, we got ourselves a good race here for second. Spiffy, Marky, and Bella have just produced a little bit of action on their own here. So the fight for second place is on. Looks like Spiffy has got a good exit. That blasted Bella breaks traction. Heads toward the grass. Doesn't quite get there, fortunately for him. He's able to continue in a straight line. That gives Marky a little bit more comfortable gap. So we've gone from a tight race to a bit of a spread. All right, let's see what's going on with our race leader, Celtic Flyer. He's true to his name. He continues to represent the Gales brilliantly. And Spiffy gets a nice clean exit. Coming out of the Red Bull Mobile, on down the front straightaway. Starting to back up a little bit here, a little bit more tightly. Let's see if we can get Marky on Spiffy's heels and give him a little bit of a push and force a mistake. Here comes Bella on Marky. As I was saying that, Marky did not get a great exit, and that gave Bella a terrific shot at his bumper. And now we're going side by side into Ramus. A little bit of a nick there. Nothing illegal. He didn't really force him off. He did put him into the sausage curb a little bit, and I think that slowed Marky down. Didn't slow him down much, though. He is hugging Bella's bumper, and he's going to try to go inside and see if he can get him here at Schlossgold. Oh, my corner's wrong. That last one was Ramus. This one's Schlossgold. Excuse me. I don't know this track by name particularly well, at least not the curves. Still working on that aspect of my commentary performance. But I'm not getting paid, so you get what you get. However, I am getting to watch some great racing, so it's not that there's no benefit. Alright, let's see what's happening with Glava and Justin. Well, they're back at each other, and Justin has managed to pull 5th place back. Don't know how I missed that, but I'm sorry I did. So into the front straight, nose to tail. Nice slipstream train. And here we go into Niki Lauda. Each one of them gets a real good exit. Ginger Ninja gets the best one. That puts him alongside Glava. And right behind Justin in his slipstream. And he gets that position cleanly. Alright, now Hardin and Ramus. Looks like all 3 cars get through in excellent fashion. And you're pedal to the metal all the way down this curve or no curve until you get right to here. Then you have to brake very hard to get around Schlossgold, and Ginger Ninja brakes a little too late. Gives it a little bit too much juice, and it breaks traction, sends him off into the shadow realm. Meanwhile, Glava and Justin have a great thing going. Oh! Justin is off into the kitty litter. And that slows him down enough to give Ginger Ninja that spot. So Justin is now the ham in that sandwich. Sorry about the food analogies, but I'm hungry. Looks like we have a race for 2nd. We have a race for 3rd. Marky and Bella are going for the last podium position. Spiffy's taken off, kind of gone out on his own, joining Celtic Flyer and those who shall be ignored for the sake of tighter racing. Here's Marky on Bella's quite his tail, but he's got a good open view and lots of tow. He is keeping right in that air hole. It's a little wide, Markey does. But Bella has that penalty coming up, and I believe he's going to have to serve it. Yes, he is. So that will put Markey in the third, which gives Markey a shot at Spiffy. And Markey's playing it real close. With the 1 second penalty, he can probably afford to be a little further away. He just decides to drive right through his ghost. Ouch. That had to sting a little. So, there's Celtic Flyer way off in the distance. Spiffy trailing him significantly. Markey trailing Spiffy significantly. Bella pick up another half-second penalty. So he's going to want to make up a little bit of time. He has some catching up to do. Let's see what's happening with Glava and Ginger. Alright, well, we got a little bit more of a gap, but now we have a race between Cal Naughton and Justin. That's bad coffee. Okay. Coming down, a fast sweeper into Schlossgold. Justin's getting a little wobbly, but it holds course. Cal screaming in behind him. Got a pretty decent exit. Yeah, enough to where he's shortened the gap quite a bit, but he goes wide. Now that could be a penalty. Let's see if it happens. It's going to be a very frustrating track, given how easy it is to get a penalty and how arbitrary the penalty system seems to be. Okay, so Cal went off a tick there, and he escapes unscathed. Meanwhile, G-men are having a little side-by-side action going on into Ramus. Glava gets off track, just a tad, slows him down just enough to give Ginger Ninja the advantage going into Ramus, and he gets loose, goes a little bit too hard on the throttle. Spins tires, but manages to maintain that position. But comes out slowly enough, that gives Glava a taste. So under Schlossgold, we're nose to tail. And I think that little bit of a threat was enough to make Ginger Ninja look behind himself and come out a little wide and touch a little gravel. So we are close. We are close as close can get. Looks like it happened again. There we go. Glava's going to take that position. For how long remains to be seen. There is a little bit of argy-bargy going on there at the fenders. Not enough to knock anybody. Well, that might have knocked him a little bit. And Glava gives him a little tap on the bumpers, and how about I return the favor? Into turn one. This will be up to who gets the strongest exit as to who gets to that next tight turn first. It looks like Ginger got the better of that. But Glava does get the slipstream. That's a huge advantage. Okay, the little flash, little lights there. That is probably because he's using a controller. That's going to be my guess. You'll see this with controller racers a lot. It isn't them flashing because they're angry. It's because they're turning in anger. And it often makes you hit the default flasher button on the controller. Fun fact. In Ninja, Schlossgold seems to be his kryptonite. When he comes out around that corner, it's like he's trying a little too hard to keep his position and just kind of overcooks it with the throttle every time, and or brakes a little bit too late. I think he's just into the throttle a little bit too much, judging by how often he's going off into the gravel. So Glava gets that spot back. Justin, meantime, has picked up another half second, which should give Cal Naughton the opportunity to whiz past. Cal and Justin come into the mobile curve and out of it nice and clean. Ginger Ninja has picked up a full second. So advantage Glava on this round. Meanwhile, Justin and Cal Naughton are nose to tail. There's that flash of the lights we were talking about because Justin's on the sticks. The quality of racing you get in Multi-21 just sort of belies the reality that there are people driving on controllers here, because the racing is very clean, it's very precise most of the time, and still there's a lot of tight racing, and oftentimes you get people who are on wheels driving with people on controllers. It can get a little sketchy. Not a whole lot of that here. Our controller racers seem to be well in control of their controllers. All right, Cal is looking for an opening. Couldn't get on the insides, trying the outside. Justin shuts the door. A little bit of a bumper draft there. Nothing too poisonous, nothing too salty. So Cal is going to have to be content to stay in the slipstream. As Justin comes up to mobile, takes it a little bit tight. Just enough to get him that position. Beautiful. Let's go back a few seconds and see what transpired at the front, because we want to give our race winner and podium finishers their due. Because it was a great race. Okay, here comes Celtic Flyer. Way, way out by his lonesome. Into the penultimate turn. Round the mobile curve with a nice little frisky wave at the tail end. Lots of happy flashes of those headlights. Meanwhile, a million miles back is Spiffy de Tejas. He gets a little bit of a slide coming out. Comes home for second. Does a nice little slide. And Marky B in the beautiful Barbie car takes the last podium position, with Bella taking fourth. Excellent drive. Glava picks up fifth, closely behind his Ginger Ninja. Justin holds on for seventh, and Cal takes eighth. Great, great racing. And we have Falcon, flashes on out of his car. Black Mama's out of his car. Firewoodman, yeah, they have been finished by the Polyphony robot. Great race, boys and girls. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Stay tuned for race 2 coming up. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the game show music. We are back with round 2 of Same Car Sunday, Megane Magic. This is Season 5, Round 5, Race number 2. This time the field has inverted based on the finishing positions, so it should make for a lot of overtaking. Let's get to the action. Right, in the front, we have Firewood Man with Black Mamba, Falcon, top 3 positions. And into the first turn we go. Black Mamba in the lead, and he gets tagged from behind by Falcon. That causes a concertina in the back. So Firewoodman loses first position instantly. Cal Naughton takes advantage. Manages to pull through. Black Mamba was able to retain first position. That's just multi-21 being what it is. Every car refused to take advantage of that mishap until it was clear nobody else was going to get struck. So we got a good tight pack forming for Schlossgold. So we might be getting a little wide. Yes, Cal gets a little bit wide. Just about gets tied up with Ginger Ninja. And that gives Spiffy an opening. Ginger Ninja gets past Cal Naughton. Spiffy's on his heels. And we got a nice pack forming up in midfield. Given the mess at the beginning, we still have a good tight race going here. So that's excellent. It seems like most of the cars got through. Justin got the worst of it in that corner, I think, maybe pushing just a little too hard with pressure from Bella, which you're going to get, frankly. So Justin picks up a 2.5 seconds for all that fun and games. Bella's got a half second, but that will definitely accrue to his advantage in several turns. Mid-pack racers get through turn 1 nice and clean. Heading on down toward Ramus. Looks like the battle for 3rd place is getting hot. Yes, it is. Celtic Flyer takes it away from Firewood Man. Looks like they had a little bit of a nudge, side by side. Nothing salty. Ginger Ninja's looking for an opening. Celtic's out off on his own now. Ginger Ninja, Firewood Man, and Cal Naughton are all vying for that podium spot that Ginger Ninja currently holds. Oh, Spiffy comes in a little bit slidey. Makes the corner. Nice and neat. Cal gets a little bit off, but not into the gravel. He's safe. And he hasn't picked up a penalty. So happy days. Oh, Ginger Ninja is not fooling around. He wants Celtic Flyer's spot. We have 5 cars, 6 cars vying for the lead. We have Black Mamba, Ginger Ninja, and Black Mamba goes off. What happened? Oh, Black Mamba got backwards. He is off track. And that has slowed down the cars that were in the back. Considerably, it has definitely slowed down the back of the pack, and it has spread out the front. So that's given Celtic Flyer a little bit of breathing room. Ginger Ninja, still hot on his heels, and decides to get all Tokyo Drift in a very aggressive effort to stay on Celtic Flyer's tail. Doing a splendid job of it. So this is a race for first. Celtic Flyer in race number 1 just disappeared off into the ether. Nobody ever saw him again until the race was over. And that was the case with the first 3 positions in race number 1. Race number 2 is a different story. Celtic Flyer has got some competition. And not just from Ginger Ninja. Cal Naughton has managed to put a real nice race together so far. All 3 appear to get clean through the corner. Gingy guns it a little bit too hard. Let's change the display so we can see driver positions and track positions. Much better. Ginger Ninja has picked up the fastest lap. Well, that certainly explains how he ended up on Celtic's tail and has stayed there. Given the condition of his fender, he has earned it. But he has also picked up a half second. Let's see if that works for Cal. Cal's far enough back, a half a second may not be enough for him to gain position, but it will certainly close the gap. Look at it from Cal's perspective. Oh, Cal just picked up his own half second. Well, that'll be served on the upcoming lap. He has picked up a little bit of time on Ginger. He may just pick up another one there. Thankfully, he is safe and puts together a solid 137.7. Well, Ginger has a 137.151, and Celtic just beat it on lap 4. Cal's perspective. Celtic gets a little wobbly, so does Ginger Ninja. And Cal picks up a half a second. It's easy to have happen. It's a shame, but it is not unexpected at the Red Bull Ring. So Spiffy has pulled into 4th. Doesn't appear to be much of a threat to Cal at the moment. Looks like Bella is a threat to him, potentially. Bella Fire, Woodman, and JJ are having a little bit of a skirmish. It looks like the better one, though, is happening back here between Markey and Glava. And Falcon. To another multi-21 race within a race. All right, so Malibu Markey comes into Mobile with just a little bit too hot of an exit. Potential penalty on that run. I think Falcon's going to get one for sure, and he does. But Markey has escaped, thankfully, and gets a terrific exit. Goes inside on Glava. Gets the best part of the turn, comes out beautifully, and takes that spot away. Goes into 8th position. So now Markey, a very fast driver on any given week, is gunning for Firewood Man. Justin's found a spot comfortably on his own. Lots of space in front of him to Bella. And speaking of Bella, it looks like Bella is on Spiffy's heels now. Meanwhile, Celtic Flyers just put in a 136.5, which is outstanding. Don't look for that to last. Bella goes a little bit wide around that tight sweeper. And around the second one, comes out brilliantly. And is in the slipstream and starting to pull in closer to Spiffy. Around mobile, Bella gets a good exit, Spiffy gets a great exit. So the slipstream effect has not kicked in on this straightaway because Spiffy got a good exit. An even better exit on turn 1 for both cars. This looks like advantage Bella. As long as he can stay in the slip, he'll keep it close. Alright, so behind us, a bit of a three-way race for 6th place. If Justin can get through a couple of laps without a penalty, Firewood Man and Marky are going to have a tough time catching him. What's just happened here? It looks like Firewood Man's getting a little slippy. That's given Marky a little bit of an opening, but he's had to hold up so as not to plow into his friend. Marky takes advantage of the tow to get through the sweeper. Meanwhile, Glava picks up a second, and Marky takes the spot away. Now we've got Marky in 7th, and he'll be gunning for Justin. Bella's still on Spiffy's tail. Ginger Ninja and Celtic Flyer, meantime, have gotten significantly separated by apparently several seconds. So, James going to do as James going to do, and just keep dropping those 136s. Ginger's dropping low 137s, so great times for him as well. Cal's doing the same. Spiffy's got 1. Bella's got a 137, lots of 138s. He's been real consistent. That explains how he's come so far through the field. Justin's got solid 138s, except for one. Looks like where he took his penalty. He's gotten slowed down 1 lap, but highly consistent throughout. Marky's got some great times, and of course it's Marky, so you would expect. And Marky, looks like Marky tapped Justin and has given him that spot back. Fair play. Thank you, Marky. That's why we like racing with Marky, among millions of others. So Justin, Marky, and Glava still having a fierce midfield battle. This, I believe, is where we're going to keep the action focused. It looks like this is where we've got our best racing today. So enjoy watching the fight for P7, everybody. As producer and director, I get to pick the battles. Close ones are my favorite. Justin has picked up 2 half-second penalties. It is so tough not to do that here. I think particularly racing on a controller too, because it's real easy for those little sticks to come a little bit loose, to maybe even overcorrect a little bit. But, yeah, I can blame the sticks all day. I think it's just a matter of this track being very unforgiving when it comes to the edges. So Justin's going to take his medicine after this corner. We'll give Glava that spot and probably push Falcon past him as well. I don't have my mic on mute. You had to hear that. Pardon the mush mouth. Certain it's old age and bad living. Glava right there with Falcon. Falcon gets right on his tail. Once the inside is denied, looks like he came out and gave Glava a little tap, even though there was plenty of room. That gives Justin an opportunity to pick up ninth. Meanwhile, Marky's taken off. And Ginger Ninja has just pulled the fastest lap of 136.1. He has thrown down the gauntlet for Celtic Flyer. All right. I swear I'm going to flip to the front here in a couple of seconds. Just want to get this last little taste of the battle for P8. Looks like Falcon got a little bit too close and might have just given Justin a touch. All right, let's see what's going on up the front. Well, Celtic Flyer is what's going on up the front, making it look easy, effortless. Just breezily throwing down 136s. And Jinja, in spite of putting down a stellar lap, has also managed to pick up a penalty, and perhaps more than one, as his times are not quite up to what he most certainly must expect. Getting a little wobbly. He's got dirty tires, so he must be brushing them off at the moment. Meanwhile, Cal Naughton, in his Alpine livery, is easily ahead of Spiffy, who's in fourth. So there's good separation among the top 3 and 4 drivers. Bella's far enough behind Spiffy. He doesn't seem to pose a huge threat at the moment. Fire Woodman has got past Markey a while back, but that's about to change. Fire Woodman takes his punishment. Markey slings on by. All right, back to the real racing. This race is for P8. Lap 12, we've got very likely just one lap to go. Oh, Justin just hangs on to it. And Glava went wide, he's going to lose a half a second. So if Justin can stay on Glava's tail here, he can most definitely regain that position. It decides he's not going to wait. And just takes it away. Thank you very much. So Glava loses out on Ramus, but wants it back on Schlossgold. Justin says, no, I don't think so. Not going to give it up easily. Lava does get a little bit better exit. But Justin's got the better position. And Lava has to serve that penalty, which I think is what's on Justin's mind here. Because he thought better of trying to get around him in that curve. So now I think I'll just wait for him to slow down here. Which he does, and slings clean past. Let's go to the back and see if anybody's having a race back here. There's Chuck. Hello, Chuck. Welcome to the group. Hope to see you in Multi-21 livery soon. Meanwhile, here comes Celtic. He has taken a penalty, so James's streak of perfection seems to have come to an end. But not a terrible end, because he is the clear leader on the final lap. Ginger Ninja far behind. Cal Naughton just as far behind. Spiffy is in Cal's sights, probably a second and a half distance, but not anywhere close enough to reach our class in the field, who is Celtic Flyer, and in spite of losing a second to a second and a half, will shoot through the final two turns. In first position, having come from way behind at the beginning of the grid, and just gives us a nice little wave, a flash of the lights. Congratulations, Celtic Flyer. Ginger Ninja decides to blow a little smoke, give us a good slide. P2. Cal Naughton in P3, and Spiffy just can't hold on for a podium position. Bella in 5th. Marky B, who after that terrible trouble at the beginning has managed to put together a solid race, comes in 6th. And the race is finished for our bottom 7. But great race all the way around. Thank you, gentlemen. If there's a lady in there whom I am not addressing, I apologize. Congratulations to her too, whomever you may be. But thanks so much to all of the racers for a good time. Hope you all enjoyed it. Take care.